Yesterday we talked about everything you needed to do to get set up, and today we're going to talk about making observations or behavioral observations. As you'll learn, or if you don't already know, one of the core premises of fitness design is that it's your behaviors that you need to focus on. It's not the diet or exercise or lifting weights and all that stuff that's the most important thing. It's the behaviors that support your ability to do that. And one of the first places we start here is just taking an inventory of our behaviors. So I have a prompt set up for you here in the observation phase. Just go to your Notion template, and I have that linked in the description if you don't have it already, or you can go to fitnessdesignlab.com and just download your version. It's all completely free and I keep it up to date. But what we're going to do is start capturing your behaviors in a very systematic way. We're going to use these as fuel to start building your fitness design sprint, and you'll see what I mean. One thing that you're going to want to do here is to set up a reminder to look at your behaviors pretty regularly. So when you're starting off for the first day or two, I would do this once every hour or two, set a reminder for you to go and recap your behaviors. And as you build more and more fitness design sprints in the future, you can, of course, lower the frequency of these reminders so you don't get annoyed by them. The observation phase I recommend doing for 1 to 2 weeks. You can go longer if you want, if you're not in a hurry. And the idea is to just capture what your normal behaviors are. When you're starting a diet or fitness program, a lot of times people get nervous because they have to change all of their behaviors at once. They get really psyched up and they ultimately fail because they come out of the gate hot, and within 2 or 3 days, they just say to themselves, this is hard, and they end up quitting. That's not where we start with fitness design. If you notice, we're not talking about diet or exercise at all yet. The only thing that we are doing here is observing your normal behaviors. So we're wanting to get an idea of what your typical day, your typical week looks like. So if you eat cake every night after dinner, continue to eat cake every night after dinner. Don't judge yourself. We are here just to observe. So let me show you what this prompt looks like. All you need to do is open up the behavior capture prompt and press copy. You just need to open up your favorite LLM of choice. It does not have to be the latest and greatest model. You can use an older and cheaper model. All you need to be able to do with this is to speak to it to make sure it captures stuff and spits them back to you spits back your behaviors to you in a formatted way. You don't need a ton of power behind this. This is a pretty simple task for an LLM, so you don't need to use the latest and greatest model. So what you need to do is paste in your prompt, and it will say, I understand, just please enter your journal entries when you're ready. Today is September 28th, and I woke up in a good mood at about 6 a.m. So now you can see it makes what's called a JSON entry. I know this might look intimidating, but don't worry about it. We're building up a library of these, and computers are very good at working with a format called JSON. So don't worry about this. Let's try another one. I went on a walk and took a break at my local coffee shop and had a decaffeinated coffee with stevia and about 1 packet of cream. That was around 6:45 a.m. Okay, and as you can see, it's taken out these different behaviors that I have. I went on a walk, I took a coffee break at around 6:45, and I drank decaf coffee with stevia and cream. So as you can see here, it's going to take what you do and break it into specific behaviors. And what you'll see here is we're slowly but surely just building up a picture of how we live and how we behave in our everyday lives. This is going to be rocket fuel for you as you're designing your first fitness design sprint. So that is it for this video. Join me in the next one and we'll talk more about what we're going to do with all these behaviors that you're capturing.